I thought returning to my family's cabin in the quiet hills of Willow Creek, Oregon, would be a serene escape. Man, was I wrong. The moment I rolled into my driveway in the summer of 2024, this woman, Sheila Morgan, decided I was her new punching bag. 3 police calls, fake violation notices, and relentless harassment, all because she pegged me as some easy target she could bully. Sheila thought she was the queen of her little mountain fiefdom, untouchable, able to crush anyone who dared defy her. What she didn't know was that she'd just picked a fight with someone who could unravel her entire world with a single pen stroke. Her epic meltdown when she realized who I was? Oh, it was something else. Stick around, because this story's about to get wild. Where are you reading from? Drop it in the comments, I want to know. Picture this. I'm pulling up to my grandfather's old cabin after months away, craving the peace of those pine-scented hills. The place holds every childhood memory I've got: summers fishing in the creek, winters by the fireplace. I'm expecting a quiet homecoming. Instead, my front door is plastered with neon yellow violation notices, flapping like some kind of bureaucratic warning flag. Dozens of them, screaming about $5,000 in fines for neglected property maintenance. For what? A few overgrown weeds while I was handling my mom's estate. I'm standing there in sweatpants, holding a chipped coffee mug that says "World's Okayest Guy," a joke gift from my office, trying to make sense of it all. Who slaps fines on a house when the owner's not even there? Before I can process it, a voice cuts through the morning air like a siren. "You're trespassing on private property." I turn, and there's Sheila Morgan, though I didn't know her name yet. She's striding toward me like she's auditioning for a dictator role, decked out in what I can only describe as a homeowners association warlord outfit. A laminated badge swinging from her neck, a clipboard clutched like a shield, and a vest with Neighborhood Standards Officer in glittery letters. Glittery. I'm half expecting a reality TV crew to pop out. She's got a measuring tape on her belt and a look that says she's already convicted me. I'm holding a screwdriver that was literally about to fix a porch light. But to Sheila, I'm some criminal mastermind. "I've called the police," she declares, like she's serving a death warrant. "Armed intruders with suspicious tools aren't welcome here." Armed. I glance down, sweatpants, flip-flops, coffee mug, screwdriver. If this is armed and dangerous, then every handyman in America's on a watch list. But Sheila's dead serious, believing she's saving Willow Creek from a one-man crime spree. The police roll up 2 cars, 3 officers, treating it like a hostage situation. Sheila's selling her story with Oscar-worthy conviction. "Officers, this individual's been surveilling our community and attempting to break into this abandoned property with burglary tools." She points at my screwdriver like it's a grenade launcher. The lead officer glances at it, then at me, clearly wondering how a light bulb change became a 911 emergency. "Ma'am," he says, his patience fraying, "this gentleman owns the property." I hand over my ID, the deed, and inheritance papers. Sheila's face falls like she just learned the tooth fairy's a myth. The officer adds, "He pays more property taxes than half this neighborhood." Sheila doesn't back down. She whips out her phone, flashing blurry photos of my beat-up Toyota parked in my own driveway, labeled "suspicious vehicle activity." The officers are struggling not to laugh. Then she drops her bombshell. $5,000 in violations and administrative fees, due immediately. I'm floored. She's standing there, glitter vest and all, demanding thousands for rules I didn't even know existed. I stay calm, falling back on my government job training. I process compliance data for a federal agency. I say, "I'll need official documentation for those charges." Sheila scoffs. "Compliance data? So you shuffle papers?" "I run this community." "Oh, Sheila, you have no idea what kind of papers I shuffle." The officers leave, grumbling about the wasted call. That's when Clara Thompson, a kind older neighbor, approaches with a plate of brownies and a nervous glance at Sheila's house. "I'm so sorry," she whispers. She's driven out 4 families in 2 years with her nonsense. Clara leans in, voice low. "I've got photos of her questionable activities, if you're interested." That's when I realize this isn't just a power trip, it's a calculated reign of terror. Clara's evidence shows Sheila targeting anyone she thinks won't fight back. Minorities, retirees, single parents. I'm just her latest mark. That night, sitting on my porch, I overhear Sheila on her phone, her voice carrying across the yard. Some paper-pushing nobody thinks he can ignore me? I'll show him who runs Willow Creek. She has no clue I'm a senior compliance officer with the IRS's nonprofit division, specializing in auditing tax-exempt organizations like her precious HOA. Those papers I push. They can shut down her little empire with one report. But I decide to let her keep underestimating me. Sometimes, the best move is letting your opponent dig their own grave. A week later, I'm knee-deep in fixing up the cabin, installing a basic mailbox from the local hardware store. Nothing fancy, just black metal with numbers. I'm reading the instructions like they're a nuclear warhead manual when I feel eyes on me. Sure enough, Sheila's at her window, tablet in hand, documenting my illegal construction. I wave cheerily and go back to my screwdriver. But apparently, a mailbox at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday is a national emergency. I hear her on the phone. Unpermitted structure. The subject's wielding a screwdriver in a threatening manner. Threatening? I'm sitting cross-legged, squinting at tiny print. This woman's turned DIY into a crime scene. A new officer arrives, looks at my mailbox, my receipt, and sighs like his soul's leaving his body. "Ma'am," he tells Sheila, who's now sporting a tactical clipboard. It's a standard mailbox. I've got one just like it. Sheila doubles down, presenting a folder labeled Operation Neighborhood Watch. It's got photos of me walking to my door, suspicious movement, checking my mail, covert surveillance, and watering my roses, evidence tampering. The officer's done. "Ma'am, people can walk on their own property." His voice could power a generator with its exasperation. Clara swings by later with a stack of photos spanning 2 years, showing Sheila's harassment pattern. She targets anyone she thinks is weak, Clara says, spreading the evidence on my table. The Nguyen family moved after she reported their garden. Old Mr. Harris had a stroke after her fines. She even called CPS on a young couple over a messy yard. It's not just bullying, it's systematic abuse. Then Clara mentions something that piques my IRS instincts. The HOA's financials are a mess. Check the community board. I do, and the red flags are glaring. $30,000 in community upgrades, with no visible results, skyrocketing administrative fees, and landscaping costs that smell like personal expenses. This isn't just a power trip, it's fraud. I decide to have some fun. I'm on a work call in my garden, loud enough for Sheila to overhear as she trims her bushes. "Yeah, nonprofit tax compliance is critical," I say. "Financial irregularities trigger full audits. Tax-exempt status can be revoked." Sheila freezes, her clippers clattering to the ground. She sprints inside, and by evening, she's grilling Clara about my job. Clara, playing her part perfectly, shrugs. "Oh, he processes tax stuff. Boring government work." Sheila's not buying it. She's digging now, checking my plates, government issued, my property records, my social media, non-existent, standard for federal employees. Her paranoia is kicking into overdrive, and it's glorious. By week 3, Sheila's in full spy mode, setting up a surveillance operation like she's in a Tom Clancy novel. She's got notebooks, cameras, and neighbors reporting my every move. My blank digital footprint normal for my job has her convinced I'm a covert operative. Clara, my unofficial intel chief, hands me 3 years of evidence. Sheila's targeted minorities, seniors, and anyone who questions her. The financials are worse than I thought. Grocery receipts logged as landscaping. A Hawaii trip billed as an HOA conference. I'm building a case, but Sheila thinks she's investigating me. Then she makes her fatal mistake. I'm pruning roses when she calls the police, claiming I'm an undercover federal agent conducting illegal surveillance. The detective's skeptical, but has to verify my ID. I've got a choice: keep my cover and risk escalation, or end this now. I look at Sheila, clutching her glittery vest, and decide it's time. "Detective," I say, pulling out my badge. "I'm Ethan Carter, Senior Tax Compliance Officer, IRS Nonprofit Division. I oversee tax-exempt compliance for HOAs nationwide." Sheila's world implodes. Her face goes ghost white, her mouth gaping like a fish. "That's not possible," she stammers. "The IRS doesn't." "Oh, but we do. Every fine she's issued, every dollar she's embezzled, every fake report, it's all under my jurisdiction." The detective's apologizing now, realizing Sheila's accusations are evidence against her. Clara's watching from her porch, grinning like she's won the lottery. The fallout's swift. Clara's evidence 3 years of harassment and fraud lands on my desk. Sheila tries to bribe me with $1,000 in an envelope labeled community gift. I record it. Sheila, attempting to bribe a federal agent, is a felony. Her shredder jams trying to destroy HOA records. She tries to transfer $4,000 to her personal account flagged instantly. She even calls an emergency HOA meeting to vote out the IRS. Spoiler, you can't vote out the feds. The community erupts in celebration. Clara's elected HOA president, implementing transparent finances. Property values jump 20%. Sheila's arrested mid-broadcast, screaming about deep state conspiracies in a wrongfully accused sash. Her guilty plea lands her 18 months in prison, $60,000 in fines, and a lifetime ban from nonprofit boards. Her prison stint? She's running a tax prep office for inmates, still trying to organize with contraband flowcharts. A year later, I get a letter from Sheila in prison. She's not apologizing, supplying to be an IRS informant, claiming her expertise in HOA fraud. I laugh so hard I nearly spill my coffee. Her case is now a national training model, helping us bust corrupt HOAs across the country. Willow Creek's thriving, with barbecues and kids playing freely. I'm promoted to regional director, but all I wanted was to fix my cabin and grow roses in peace. Sheila thought she could bully a nobody. She didn't know she was messing with the IRS. So what do you think? Was Sheila a misunderstood volunteer pushed too far, or a power-hungry tyrant who got what she deserved? Should I have revealed my identity sooner to stop her, or was letting her self-destruct the better play? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, and subscribe for more stories where justice hits hard.